Todd Anderson on the hill for this one, fresh off a stellar string of outings. All eyes are focused on the up-and-coming prospect. Can he keep it going? It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Baltimore Orioles. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about set to go. And towing the slab in this one, Todd Anderson.
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out in the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
And the batter now, Nick McLaughlin.
Nick McLaughlin.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Grounds one to short. Into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And now here is Todd DeMonte.
Really strong hitting performance recently, working on an 8-game hitting streak.
On the ground to second, might be two. There's one. Out. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Bill Rocha now at the plate. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Rocha checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Didn't go. And that's in for a strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today.
Zips it to first. That's out number 3. Nationals go quietly. Orioles due up in the first, no score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Stepping in the long ball threat, Lane McDowell. Anderson measures 6 feet 6 inches, 265 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. Outside low. Now 1-2. Got him swinging.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees, so that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
At the plate, Buster Felch. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. That one in triple digits.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Now a chance for Spencer Jones. In there at the knees, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Two outs, base is empty. And that's in for a strike. 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Sets him down on strikes. And he strikes out the side here in the second. So they go quietly there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Top half of the third inning, and here's the catcher, Harold Kimball. Anderson back to work. Right through there for a strike. Anderson, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slurve, and he occasionally uses a curve. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
That misses, and the count is 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Next offering misses down and away. Got him swinging. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Val Fullilove digging in for the Nationals.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Fastball for a strike. One out, base is empty.
Ball inside.
A little bit low. Swing and a ground ball. In plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Standing up, the third baseman, Diego.
So 2 down now, and here is Diego Montez. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. His second of the year. It's 1-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And now up for Washington, Nick McLaughlin. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the second game of the series. Next pitch in for a strike. Going to count 1-2. There's a swing and a drive. Carroll ranges back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Just 1 hit in the inning, but it leaves the yard and gives them the lead. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Nationals 1 and the Orioles 0. The Battle of the Beltway rolls on. And now it's going to be Todd to Monty. There's a strike. Smoked into left, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Bill Rocha digging in for the Nationals. Grounded out his first time. Just missed. And another ball.
2-0.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. To Monty. Gets his lead at first with nobody out. That one to first, and that's just foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I've always said it's tough. An elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by him. I think you're going to have to start a lot earlier if you're going to catch up to that speed.
Up now for Washington, Blaine McDowell. Struck out swinging his first time. Check swing called strike. And that's strike 1. Man at first, 1 away. Step off, throw to first. And he's back in safely. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Blew it by him at 99.
Boom. That's cheddar, baby.
The 0-2. And there's a ball. Nice grab. There's one.
That's an out.
Double play. What a quick killing to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. And midway in the fourth, it's the Nationals 1 and the Orioles nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Foul ball there.
You know, these Nationals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Close one, doesn't get the call, and that's ball one.
That's one you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking, that's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Kicks and fires. Swings through that one, it's a strikeout.
Well, we didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Jones batting with one down, takes a strike.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Jones, in his 8th season, 33 years old, a former first-round pick in 2022. Just missed. Hit on the ground to short. Bichette. Over to first. And the first two set down in the top of the 5th.
Now batting, catcher Harold Kimball.
Here's the catcher, Harold Kimball. Struck out swinging his first time. That's in there. That one catches the zone. 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 5th. And that's in the dirt. And that's ball one.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Washington. Score remains tied 1-1. The battle of the Beltway rolls on. All set for the top of the sixth. And now the shortstop, Val Fullilove. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
Anderson winds and deals. Way upstairs, and that is ball one. You touched on this, Singy, but Dodger Stadium has become much more hitter-friendly than it used to be. A few decades back, it was probably the most pitcher-friendly ballpark in the league.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Two to count.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Diego Montez digging in for the Nationals. He's already homered in this game. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2. Bases empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. And the 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. So the lineup flips over. Here's the second baseman, Nick McLaughlin, 1 for 2. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. All tied 1-1. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Anderson back to work. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
The 0-1. Line drive. Caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Now here is Bill Rocha. That's a little high, and it's 1-0. One down, base is empty. And downstairs. That one missed. Now 3-0.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
Go ahead, run on base. McDowell will hit next. 0 for 2 in this one.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Strike one. One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
1 ball.
This one in the dirt. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Coming on for the Orioles, Sean Reynolds.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Anderson worked into the 7th, piled up the strikeouts while only allowing 1 unearned run.
Oh, Boog, he did a lot of good things in this start. He ate some innings and kept him in a position and challenged for the win. Maybe next time they'll get him the W.